Good morning, Trailmen. I hope everybody's doing well out there this week. And like we're doing things differently now. So last week we spoke about teamwork with Ranger Ray. This week we're going to speak about obedience. And that's perfect for this time of craziness because being obedient to our moms and dads when we're spending so much more time around them is going to be helpful. So why should we be obedient? Well, first and foremost, we should get this in there. God told us to. The fifth commandment, honor thy mother and father, it's perfect reason. But beyond that, it's in our best interest to obey because our parents have our best interest in mind and they have a bunch of knowledge that we just don't have. But our story today sort of goes back to Christmas. Not the original Christmas, last Christmas. Last Christmas, I got a pressure cooker. Now, this pressure cooker, I didn't know anything about it, but I heard stories that were a little bit on the crazy side where things like explode if you do them wrong. So what did I do? I broke out the instruction booklet. And I read the instruction booklet. I did everything that was in it to teach me everything there was to know about it. And that way, it didn't explode. But why would I obey everything that a book told me to do? This book. This is just a instruction manual on it. Well, the person who wrote it had much more experience with this device than me. So, I obeyed it. I listened to it. Right? But it didn't tell me everything that I needed to know. Like, it didn't tell me what spices to put into my food. It only told me the bare minimum. Now, for that, I had to go to somebody else. I had to go to my mother. She knows a whole lot more about cooking than I do. And so that if I want to put spices into the machine to get the food that tastes like I want it to taste, I couldn't approach this. But I had to go to her. Now, that is what parents offer us. They offer us love because they do care about us. And they offer us knowledge. They have a great knowledge base that we can draw from. Right? So, that is what we should be doing. They are looking out for us not just now, but they're also looking out for us later. They're not going to set us up to fail later because they want us to succeed. The person who wrote this, and I obeyed everything that there was in it, doesn't care what else happens. They just don't want to get sued. So that's what we should be doing this week. We should be obeying our parents because that's how you show them love. God said in 1 Samuel 15:22 that to obey is better than to sacrifice. And that's good because it's easy to obey somebody who loves you. Your parents. Now, what do I want you guys to do this week? Well, there are a lot of ways you can obey. And one of the best ways, though, and that'll teach you something for later on in life, is cooking. Since we're talking about a pressure cooker, you can do cooking, obeying recipes. But if you want to like barbecue with dad, that's good too, because there's stuff to learn on the barbecue. How to start the coals or how to turn on the gas, depending on which version you're using. If you want to help mom in the kitchen or dad, whoever's cooking, you can do the recipes, you can cook on the pan, you can do the prepping, and you can obey the instructions given to them. So that's what I want to hear back from you guys on, is obeying the instructions that your parents are giving you while you're cooking. Because that seems a lot more fun to me than telling me you guys cleaned your room because your parents told you to. That's good, but I think cooking is much more fun, as most people know about me. So, everybody stay safe, God bless, and see you hopefully soon.